discussing the effects of television and media on today's jurors. Hi, and welcome to Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Elena Russo. With me today, please welcome the state's attorney for Charles County, Anthony Covington. Anthony, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So what has television and other media, even social media, done to influence our jurors of today?
Well, it's made my job a whole lot tougher. As state's attorney, I'm the prosecutor, the DA, for those folks who watch Law and Order. Handle all the criminal cases here in Charles County. And it's made it very difficult because it raises the expectations of what the average person thinks police officers, investigators, and prosecutors can do. You know, when I stand up to try a case and have my opening argument, that's little old me sitting there and just saying what I need to say. I didn't have a team of 12 writers sitting down and wordsmithing everything and putting theme music behind it to make everything look perfect. And so the expectations are very high, not just in what can be done through an investigation, because we can't pull fingerprints out of the air. We just can't do it. We don't get DNA right after the commercial break. It takes months upon months to get it. And those expectations result in, you know, the state has a very high standard of proof in a criminal case. And these expectations, when they're not met, then can turn into reasonable doubt, and therefore people who should be held accountable for certain crimes aren't being held accountable. So it's difficult. It's a difficult task, and something that our office has to redouble our efforts to reach out to jurors to make sure that they understand that that's fiction, this is real life.
So it's affecting the jurors' perception of how these entire cases should be processed from start to finish.
Absolutely.
But it also affects the public opinion too, I'm sure, in terms of what we hear on the news media about particular cases. Ferguson and Baltimore, great example, because they think that these things should be investigated and tried within a couple of weeks, and that's certainly not the case.
Well, that's certainly not the case. And those situations, I mean, one thing that people always have to remember, people want to ask me about, well, what's going on in Baltimore? What do you think about that? Well, the bottom line is I'm not privy to all the information. And you really have to have all the information at your disposal before you can make up your mind about things. I mean, the general societal issue that we have, that's something else. But as far as the cases are concerned, unless you have all the information, you need to reserve judgment.